What has happened to animation in 2017? In 2016 we had My Life as a Courgette, The Red Turtle, Kubo and the Two Strings, classic films that I'm certain will stand the test of time. Oh, and there was Zootopia for the children. But in 2017, The Emoji Movie, Tom and Jerry and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and now this? Batman and Harley Quinn? Background. I wasn't going to review this. It's had very little advertising or online hype, and the old trick of coming to cinemas for one night only has long stopped working on me unless it's a re-release of Mad Max Fury Road again. But then Script Gremlin went to see it the one night it was on in cinemas, posting on social media, catching a one night only showing, can't wait. And then complete radio silence. No follow-up post about how great it was or how I was going to buy the shiny DVD to decorate the rock with, or even if it was a letdown. Hell, he, she, it, they simply changed the conversation whenever I mentioned it. So, seeing as I had some spare time owing to being on my deathbed, I decided to watch it, which was my first mistake of many. Despite having the legendary Kevin Conroy as the Dark Knight, this is not a sequel to the legendary animated series. Co-creator Jim Krieg has stated, "This is a kind of a strange red-headed nephew of Batman the Animated Series, but don't show it to your kids thinking that it's Batman the Animated Series. It's its own thing, kind of. Extrapolated." Which, if I'd read beforehand, I would have immediately gone back to box setting Firefly. The film's a mess. A complete and utter mess. It got a 12A rating here in the UK, with the BBFC Insight noting moderate sex references, language and fantasy violence. It left out the toilet humour, insane levels of padding, awful pointless singing interludes, and so much more. This is a film that doesn't know what it wants to be. Is it aimed at children? The far too long opening sequence looks like something straight out of the 60s version, but then the film spends 5 minutes with Harley Quinn in her underwear and then insinuating and constantly referencing that she and Nightwing probably played Hyde the Batarang a la 50 Shades of Grey. So it's for adults then, and the 15 rating was just lost in the post. Okay, I can work with that. But then why is there so much toilet humour, or the violence so tame compared to, say, Batman Assault on Arkham? Why is the token threat, Poison Ivy and a plant man trying to destroy the world, constantly placed under threat from the power of friendship instead of Batman's latest gadget? The words even appear on screen during one fight scene, so this must be a children's film. Except those words are literally, "ow my balls," for a fight scene that's happening off screen featuring henchmen from the cartoon show. I'll come back to that issue. Because I also have to ask, why does this animation look so cheap? Normally the DC animated movies are incredible to look at, but this looks like a knockoff forced out in time for the summer holidays, without the time or care and effort that usually goes into these releases. The writing is lousy, and Batman is reduced to being the Deus Ex Machina that he's threatened to be for years. I didn't grow to care for any of the characters, and for a 74-minute runtime, there's an insane amount of padding. I could have cut 25 minutes without affecting what little narrative the film has. Batman and Harley Quinn has a bad script, cheap animation, bad fight scenes. It's too crude for children, yet too simplistic for adults. Its runtime needs to be cut in half and its animation budget doubled. And did I mention it needs a complete rewrite? When your Batman film is inferior to one that is literally called Batman Unlimited Mech vs. Mutants, you know you've screwed up. As for this, all I can say is fire. Skip it. Don't watch this under any circumstances. If you want a great animated Batman film, then watch Mask of the Phantasm. It's the best Batman film ever made. If you want an adult animated cartoon, then Assault on Arkham is still pretty damn good. And if you want a cartoon where Batman and Harley Quinn are forced to team up, then catch the animated series episode Harley Quinnade, where they team up to stop the Joker turning Gotham into a nuclear crater. It has the same idea done a million times better in a 22-minute runtime, but this, just skip it. But what did you guys think? And can someone please recommend me a decent animated film from this year? Please. Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, this has been A Dunking. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe.